How you guys doing? Good. They're getting a guy who's a hard worker. They're getting a guy who wants to keep elevating his game and elevating his offensive mindset. I enjoyed having Coach Cohen around. Man, he taught me a lot. Just absorbing the knowledge that he has as a play caller, as a father, and even as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? He kept trying to continue to instill greatness inside in me, and continue to just be the best person I can be on and off the field, but also to be coachable. And I think the Bucks are getting a hell of a guy who's going to continue to go in there and keep proving himself week in and week out. And for him to be back with Baker, I know that's truly a blessing for him to be able to be with a guy that he went through adversity with at the Rams and was able to really prevail. Yes, I have. I met a former with them. Yeah, it'd be cool. We had a really good season together. It sucks that it was only one season. I think we both would have wished we had more. But it'd be cool to go to any team, but to be reunited with Coach Cohen would be pretty good. Yeah, there was a Temple linebacker here yesterday, Jordan McGee. I got to play with Jordan McGee, and he even said it greatly, to be Temple tough, to have that Temple tough mindset. When you go to Diamond Street and go to Broad Street, you got to have that mindset of being a guy and being a dog each and every day. Nothing was ever given to the guys at Temple. We really had to get it out the mud. So to be able to have to instill that grit inside of me and be able to go out there and showcase my ability each and every day, and to be Temple tough was something you had to earn. And throughout my time, I was able to earn that and showcase that, and that's been instilled inside of me for my whole time. My favorite memory probably be definitely just being able to play there in the Eagle Stadium. Not a lot of people can say they played in the NFL stadium, so be able to play in the Lincoln Financial Field, and we had some really good wins and I had really good games there, and it's been good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, we ain't really talking much about that, but I know him and Bruce Arians had some time at Temple and stuff like that. I mean, it feels great. It feels great to be here. It's an honor. I got to talk to Nick throughout before the year even started, and to be able to tell him that I wanted to earn it. I wanted to earn everybody's respect. I wanted to earn to be here, and I think it's just a testament to my hard work and a testament to the people who've been in my corner and in my journey. From my coaches to my support group, and to be in a room with a good room of running backs, and now this is my ability to showcase that I am the guy that everybody's going to get. I am the guy that everybody's talking about. Just being in a very comfortable environment. Coach Stoops and that whole coaching staff at Kentucky. To be able to go in there, and I knew the expectations that they had of me. I knew that I had to once again come in and replace a guy like C-Rod, and that I had to just work 10 times harder. Nothing was going to be given to me, and at the end of the day, man, just being able to be a shining light in an offense where I could prevail, but also to come in and just show a different type of style. With having Benny and C-Rod and those bigger statured backs, they were used to the big brawlers and bruisers, and I wanted to come in and showcase that it's okay to be versatile and be the low center of gravity back that can do it all. I had good times at Nashville. Going to Vanderbilt definitely taught me a lot of different things, how to face adversity. Getting it out, being at Vanderbilt, you really do have to get it out the mud. You got to work about 10 times harder to, when you're competing in games, and even Coach Lee being a first-year coach and him having to instill a new foundation in me was pretty good. And if I have an opportunity to go to the Titans, that'd be great. But having an opportunity to go anywhere would be amazing too. Yeah, I mean, you just got to learn how to face adversity and whether you're going to attack it head on or you're going to fold. And I think every place that I've been, I had to continue to just keep fighting, keep scratching and clawing my way out of situations of having to adapt to new environments, having to adapt to a new coaching staff and even players. So, that just shows that I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to go there and prove everybody wrong and bet on myself. And I can prevail and continue to be the back that they need me to be, but also to be the best person and best version of myself on and off the field. I mean, yeah, I didn't really get a chance to play with. I didn't get to play with Will, but I got to meet him a couple times, and his mindset and the way he attacks the game, and just his grit and toughness. It'd be really cool to just be around him. Be around to be able to know to jump into a situation where now you're the starter a couple weeks into the season, and to have a great debut and be able to just go out there and keep working and keep trying to show everybody you are who you say you are. It'd be great to just be able to be in a room with, be able to play with him. Even Tajay, Tajay is a guy where he came from Tulane. Tulane at that time was a really good team, but it's an American. Nobody had respected the American back then, but they respect it now. So I know he has a huge chip on his shoulder, and to be in a room with that guy and learn from him and understand, how he approaches the game each and every day, it'd be great.
This past season, 21 total touchdowns, and I think 106 plus forced missed tackles. How do you keep doing that? That's insane.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't even really reflected on it. I haven't. I think each and every day, when I wake up and I think about like I'm here. Like I never realized that I'm fully here. And even just that past season that I had, I knew I had it in me. I knew I had the ability to go out there and make things happen and be able to run the ball and put up the yards that I did. But truthfully, the reason why I had the season that I had was my teammates. Having a quarterback like Devin Leary, having an O line like the O line that I had, and even just having star-studded players around me. They made my jobs 10 times easier because teams had to also respect those guys. Teams had to respect the Berrions, the Danes, the Tavion Robinsons, the ABs. Those guys who constantly continue to work and get better each and every day and provide a different asset and facet of the game to where now you have to focus on them as much as you have to focus on me.
Ray, you talked about a lot of things, outside of football, to this point. So how has those experiences, helped you to get to this moment?
Not dwelling on the small things. I always have a saying where I don't celebrate the small wins. Once you celebrate the small wins, you become complacent. Once you become complacent, you won't get to where you need to go. And if I sit here and I try to celebrate that I've made it, then truthfully, it's what is there to celebrate? I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to have been a college graduate. Statistically, I'm the 1%er who made it out of a situation that unfortunately I was in. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for a lot of other kids who were in that situation, or if not in a worse situation. To know that I could provide a platform and be a speaker for those kids who don't have it. That's the reason why I keep going every day. That's the reason why I keep fighting. And that's why I'm going to continue to showcase that just because, the system was against me and everybody told me I couldn't make it. When they look back 10, 20 years from now and they got to look me in the face again someday, they're going to be like, I want them to say I'm sorry because, we did you wrong and we didn't think you'd make it. But, now the next kid who's in your situation, we going to show and we going to let them know that they have a future and they belong somewhere.
Ray, you talked about, being the bright light that everybody else can look to. What do you want your legacy, to be moving forward?
I mean, like I said in the article, yeah, I would love to go down and be a great running back, but at the end of the day, I just want to be a name that you remember. I want to be able to be somebody that every day when you wake up and you look at that story and there's a kid that's sitting there and that wants to go play collegiate football, play basketball, play any sport, and they may not have the resources, they may not have the help, they may not have the academic piece a part of it, but they do have the fight and the courage because somebody else did it for them. So I want to be known as somebody who continued to fight, who tried to defeat the system, who bet on himself, that against all odds, he didn't fold, he didn't crack under pressure, and he attacked it head on, and that's how I attack life. There's what is there to be sad about? What is there to be mad about? At the end of the day, man, there's people who are really going through some real life situations. I'm blessed to be here. A lot of people would be blessed to be in this situation. So I'm going to continue to be that shining light for them to go out there and achieve my goals and my dreams. And once I make it, and when I make it, I'm going to go back and make sure that they have a platform too.
Ray, you seem like you're utilizing the Titans passing game last year. Are you getting a lot of positive feedback from teams regarding your ability in the passing game?
Yeah, a lot of people were shocked that I had the hands that I had at Senior Bowl. And me and Trev got to go against each other a couple times in one-on-one. So just showcasing I can catch, showcasing I can run routes. I could be more than quote unquote this third down back. And just pass pro, just showing that I could do it all and I could be a guy on third and long who you can split out wide and in the slot, or even the number one route position, or even just being in the backfield and having to go against a linebacker and man to man. And I think Coach Cohen really did show that this year with a lot of the screens that we did, putting me in space and having me go against these linebackers. So, just continue to show that I can be a versatile asset in the pass game.
Ray, did you know did you know the Cowboys this week?
Yes, I have.
Was that cool?
Formal.
What'd you like about it?
I loved it. I love those coaching staff. I love the guys that was in the meeting room. I love what they got going on. I'm just excited to continue to meet with them and whatever comes out of that.
So what was the biggest difference when it came to bringing the Philly energy down to the SEC?
Again, having that gritness and toughness, understand that when you're at SEC, nothing's going to be given to you. So you got to continue to go out there and fight for everything that you got. When I went to Vanderbilt, I didn't know much about Vanderbilt at that time, but, a lot of people try to say that Vanderbilt doesn't belong in the SEC, and that's wrong. Those guys belong there. Each and every day, everybody that I went to practice with, they worked their butts off. They knew that they had to work, again, 10 times harder, and that's the mindset that I was able to bring when I went to Kentucky, to know that at the end of the day, people may look at you and think that you're not this guy, that guy. Well, nah, the mindset that I had at Vanderbilt to work hard each and every day from the teammates that I had, I brought that everywhere I go, and I even showed from when I was at Temple. Like I said, when you're on Diamond Street, man, a lot of people, they don't want to go near that way. They don't want to go that way. So you got to give them a reason to want to come that way. I met with 6 formal teams. I met with Dallas, I met with the Bucks, I met with the Chargers, I met with Cincy, and I also met with New England.
You said you met with Cincy. What would that, how'd that conversation go? What would you like to know?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time. We met, we talked, and it was a good time. And if I'm blessed to go to Cincy, it'd be great to be back near Kentucky and have those supportive fans. But again, wherever I go, I'll be blessed to be there. Thank you. Repeat that again. Sorry, I can hear you.
The amount of carries that
Hmm. Yeah.
career, some people look at it as a red flag. Why is that actually a good thing for
Like I would say I'm a seasoned vet, man. I'm a guy who continue to go out there and get the job done. I've had to adapt to 3 different offenses, adapt to 3 different OCs and 3 different running back coaches, and I was able to be successful at every stop that I was at. So to have those many carries, I would say it's a testament to those coaches trusting me and those coaches knowing that they can put me on the field and I can go and get the job done. So when people say my carries are too high, I would just say that I think my coaches trusted me and they understood that I had to go out there and get the job done. And if it took about 1 to 2 to 5 to 10, 20 carries, that's what it had to be to help us go and win a game. I think as running backs, we just continue to work, continue to showcase our versatility. Continue to show that we are a valuable asset in this game. And I think this running back class, with having Marshawn Lloyd and even Dylan and et cetera, a lot of these guys, Bucky, these are all guys who can catch. These are all guys who are versatile. So I think the class is going to come behind us, even the class ahead of us. We're going to continue to be a statement to show that we belong in this game, we belong in this position, and we just got to keep getting better and perfecting each and every craft that we have. I'll be honest, I wasn't even truly paying attention to it, but I congratulated him and just kind of went from there. I, I have not met with the Eagles. Say it one more time. Florida fans are going to hate me. Kentucky fans might love me for this. I would say probably show every play of the Florida game. Every play of the Florida game, so then they can be reminded that Kentucky has won 3 years in a row and is going to make it a 4th one next year. I have not met with the Texans, no.
Ray, who are some of the running backs that you've watched in the NFL, either running recently, that your game kind of favors?
Man, I love Jalen Warren. I love David Montgomery. Those are 2 guys that I watch the most. I think I have some similarities to both those guys with the thick frame, with having a low center of gravity, but also just being able to showcase the speed that a lot of people think that those guys don't have. And watching David Montgomery, the vision that he has it's insane. I think he had a long run this past season where he cut it back and stayed in bounds, but to a naked eye, you wouldn't know that cutback lane was open. But to see that he saw it and was able to get vertical pretty fast, those are things that I'd like to do in my game. I want the coordinators, I want the linebackers to not know where I'm going to go. I want to be able to find the right cutback lane, whether I'm cutting back or staying front side, and be able to just keep them on their toes.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.